So, okay, we're going to move on to the PPT presentations, all right? So again, I'll be sharing my slide. I'm just going to quickly pull out the PPT. Just wait for me. All right. Can you guys see? Yeah. All right. Excellent. Okay. So I believe all of you have a copy of this, and some of you might have the initial copy of the PPT, which has around 40 slides. Okay. That was the initial version, all right, prepared by the manufacturer, and I thought it was a bit too technical, so I took the liberty and effort to trim it down to 20 slides, right? Because I want to make sure that it's easy for you to explain and it's easy for anyone to understand, even to a layman, a regular person that walks on the street, right? So I'll be sending out this version as well. If you do not have this version, again, you can get it from your upline or your immediate superior, right? So let's move on. Okay, so the process of aging, all right, no one can escape from it. Okay, aging is a gradual, continuous process of body getting older. Okay, and premature aging is something that you do not want, because it's simply, if you put in the layman terms, you look way ahead of your age. Nobody likes that, all right? Not me, not you, especially not for the ladies. All right, so how do we slow down or reverse aging? So this is where the product comes in, all right? So from the video, all right, it explains to you what are the causes of premature aging, okay? And it also mentions that the functions of DYNACE Rocenta, okay? So from the slides here, you can there are a few important points, okay, that you can pick up from this slide. But first of all, you have to know that DYNACE Rocenta is designed for anti-aging, especially, all right? And it has 6 unique ingredients. Right, and out of these 6 unique ingredients, I'm going to highlight 2 ingredients that is the most important and the most powerful in this product. All right, which I will explain to you in the next slide. All right, these are the 6 main ingredients. All right, if you are not familiar yet with the products, okay, please, this is an important slide that you have to know. Right, so there are 6 major ingredients. The first one being the Bulgarian rose placenta, which is the one on the top left, right? Just right below it is what we call NMN. This is the latest innovation in the world of healthcare and supplements especially, all right? It's the short form. Explain these 2 ingredients, okay, in details. And the other supplementary ingredients, including our brown seaweed extract, our lotus germ extract, bitter melon extract, and as well as our ashwagandha root extract. All right? So these are the 6 important ingredients you have to remember. Okay, and these are the uniqueness of Rocenta. Okay? I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to pick up a few points, okay, that you can explain to your customers, all right? The first thing is the technology behind our product, DYNACE Rocenta, all right, is where the ultimate stem cell called phytoplacenta is derived from the Bulgarian rose extract. Okay, this is the latest technology, all right, and it is found to be as effective as the cell that is derived from animal source. Okay, I'm sure some of you have heard of placenta cells before, and usually and normally they are extracted from animal, but now with the advancement of technology, we can actually derive and extract it from the rose, and it is found to be equally effective. Right, there are tons and tons of data to support this. All right, so this is the first point. All right, you have to understand that it's equally good as the animal source. Right, and our DYNACE Rocenta is also coated even though they are powders, okay, but they are also coated in a very fine coat. All right, and this layer of coating, all right, protects, okay, our active ingredient for not being damaged by external factors such as humidity. All right, if you live in a country like Malaysia, where the weather is always hot and humid, the humidity will destroy the efficacy and the effectiveness of the product. So the coating here helps to prolong, all right, the lifespan of the product and to keep it stable, all right, regardless of the weather condition, all right. And of course, this is also high absorptions and high retention in the body. And of course, it's all natural ingredient, right? There's nothing from the animal source, right? And high stability, just as what I've mentioned just now, because of the uniqueness of our multi-layer coating. Okay, and then the part that I've mentioned earlier just now, because it's not from animal source, so there's no issue, all right, whether you are a vegan or a vegetarian, or you're simply an animal lover, you do not want to harm an animal, so this is the product for you. And if you have seen the product itself, I think very soon the first batch of product will reach Nigeria. And as we speak now, the manufacturers, okay, they promise to deliver another 40,000 packets by next week. All right, so I'm pretty sure that you guys will get the product really, really soon. Okay, and once you receive the products, okay, you understand what I mean by simple to consume and easy to carry, because it's designed in such a way that it's very sleek, it's very slim, it's easy to carry around, and each and every pack of DYNACE Rocentas are in a small sachet. So it's easy for you to carry. You can just slide it into your pocket, into your handbag, or into your side pocket, all right? And if you need it, you can just take it out, open it, and you can pop it anytime, all right? And the consumption is always under the tongue, right? Because there are many tiny blood vessels under the tongue. It gives immediate absorptions into the body, bypassing the regular, digestive system, which may damage the active ingredient, all right? The best is to take one a day under the tongue and drink plenty of water after that. Are we okay? All right, excellent. Okay, let's move to the first very, very important ingredient, which is the Bulgarian rose placenta, right, which is also called the ultimate stem cell, right, the phytoplacenta, right, and they are found at the very heart of a young plant, and more precisely, all right, under the pistil, all right. This is where the placenta is located, okay, and this part is important because the placenta cell is packed with they're very rich in essential amino acid, all right? Proline and hydroxyproline. This is slightly more technical, but I just want to tell you that these two are important in the synthesis of collagen. And collagen, I'm sure many of you have heard before, is important because collagen is the structure that supports our skin, making it youthful, bouncy, and full, all right? So you need these two amino acids, all right, to help build more collagen so that you look young and healthy skin, all right? So this is what the Bulgarian rose placenta really does, okay? And not to mention that it's also high in antioxidant capacity, taking away all harmful substances that will try to attack our collagen or to break down our collagen, all right? And when you have enough collagen in your body, all right, it gives you smooth and silky skin, all right? It also gives you skin elasticity, all right? Just imagine your collagen like spring in your underneath your skin, all right, giving you that elasticity. And of course, when you have enough of collagen, it also helps you with wound healing, you know, as a result of a cut or as a result of injuries, all right, it helps to accelerate wound healing. And of course, it also helps, okay, with self regenerations, and of course, ultimately giving you a beautiful looking skin, all right. And this slide is also very important, okay, because this is what differentiates between us and the regular placenta cells, which are from animal source and you find outside in the market, all right? So because they are from plant, they are normally very stable as compared to the placenta cell that is derived from animal, because animal placenta cells are often easily contaminated with all sorts of bacteria, all right, and molds and fungi as well, right? And there's no ethical issue because we do not kill the animal to get the placenta, all right? And it is safety to use because the risk of contaminations are very, very low as compared to the placenta cell that is derived from the animal, okay? And since it is what we call that high stability and there's low risk of infection transmission, because everything is cultivated, is produced in the lab, in a controlled environment where contamination is almost non-existent. And most importantly, it's suitable for vegetarians. For everyone, I mean, regardless of whether you are a vegetarian or not, yes, placenta, DYNACE Rocenta is for everyone. Okay, as compared to the animal-derived versions of placenta. All right. So this is also a very important slide when you go out and present this product to your possible candidate or customers. Okay, because this is what differentiates us from the regular placenta animal-based products that you find in the market. All right. So this is the first ingredient, all right, that I'm highlighting now. Are we all right? Before I move into the second one. All right, I'll move into the second ingredient, which is also a very important ingredient, okay, which is called the NMN, a short form for nicotinamide mononucleotide. All right, don't be scared by the technical name of this. All right, it's actually very easy to understand ingredients. Okay, even though the name may look a bit intimidating. All right, so what is NMN? All right, we all have NMN in our body. All right, it's a natural occurring molecule that helps to power your body. All right, so what do we mean by power your body? All right, imagine that you have a car today, so you need to fill up the tank. All right, you need to pump in the gasoline. You have to put in the petrol to make the engine run, so that you can run the car. All right, so NMN plays the same role as well in our body. They are like fuel to your body. Without NMN, your body will not work as efficiently or as effectively as you wish to be. Just imagine you cannot run your vehicle without the fuel. So you cannot run your body function normally without sufficient amount of NMN. Okay? So NMN will be converted into another molecule called NAD, which is adenine dinucleotide. I'm so sorry. It's getting a bit more technical, but I just want to let you know that NMN is actually a precursor, all right, to convert, all right, into NAD to give you the energy production, all right. So they are the precursor. It's like a catalyst. So you need this to generate energy, so that it helps you to give you energy, so that you can perform your daily activities, all right, as a human being. Right, so the amount of NAD in your body, it depends on how much NMN you have in your body, right? So, but unfortunately, right, as we age, right, the amount of NMN is depleting inside our body. So we need to find a way to replenish it, right? Because without the sufficient amount of NAD, right, you will have many physiological and medical issues that will surface. For example, your diabetes, your cardiovascular disease, and such and such. All right. So these are the benefit of NMN. All right. I've actually summarized it, all right, into pictorial guide, so it's easy for you to explain to your customers. But of course, if you want to see the full write-up, you can always refer to the first version. All right. But the first version, like what I said, I thought it was a bit technical. But if your customer or if your prospect, if your candidate, if they wanted more information, then you can refer back to the initial version, all right? So the benefit of NMN, first, is anti-aging. So it's in sync with the function of the Bulgarian rose placenta, right? So this is the selling point of the product, okay? And NMN is not just for anti-aging, all right? It also helps to improve your cognitive vitality, making your brain more clear. Right, making this thing clearer, right, maintaining your brain function, right, and it also helps with cardiovascular health, okay, by making sure that the circulation is more complete. And of course, it strengthens your immune system to fight against diseases and illness. And like what I mentioned, right, it gives you more energy, right, with more energy, you feel more energetic, you feel less tired, and you can do more in your daily life, all right. And like what we mentioned just now, it also helps to reduce the risk of obesity, all right, by helping to regulate your blood sugar, all right, by making your insulin more sensitive. And it also helps to improve your kidney function, and it helps to promote quality sleep, all right, so that you wake up fresh the next day, and not to mention that it also improves, all right, your eyesight and vision. So yeah, as you can see, NMN is actually very versatile.
It's very useful, all right? And it's a relatively new finding, all right? I think NMN is in the market not too long ago. I think it's about 10 years in the market. So it's very new, and I'm pretty sure that it's not yet available in Africa. Even if there are, maybe there's a few brands, okay, that carries this, because first thing is it's not easy to get them in good grades, and they are very expensive, just to let you know, right? But then we have chose this because we think that this is a good ingredient, and it's going to help a lot of people, especially people of Africa. Okay, so those are the two major ingredients, okay? So by hook or by crook, I want all of you, all right, to study these two and understand fully about these two ingredients, all right? The other 4 ingredients, I'm not saying that they're not important, okay? But those are as an adjuvant or a supplement, okay? Which I will go into it next, okay? But these two are really the most important one. If you do not have time to explain all 6 to your customers or your potential prospect, make sure you mention these two, all right? So, okay, this is the third ingredient is called bitter melon extract, okay? And the main function is really to lower the blood sugar level, right? Because we understand that diabetes and sugar problem is a rising problem, not just in Africa, even in Malaysia also. In Malaysia, we are a very fat country. 1 out of 2 person, all right? 1 out of 2 persons are overweight here in Malaysia. So I think this bitter melon is going to help, right, to control the sugar level of the people around the world, right? And if you look at the benefit, it's really not just for diabetes. It also helps with cancer. It also helps to fight against inflammations. It also boosts liver enzyme, so far and so on, right? But the major take-home point for bitter melon is that it helps to regulate the blood sugar, right? So moving on to the 4th ingredient, which is the lotus germ extract. Again, as you can see, the first major benefit is anti-aging, right? Again, in sync with our first two ingredients, which is the Bulgarian rose placenta and NMN, okay? And as you can see, that the lotus germ extract also promotes skin whitening, right? So this could be a selling point, for ladies. I think every lady wants to look a bit one tone fairer. I don't know, but here in Malaysia, all lady wants to look fair, right? So the rest of the benefits, okay, you can refer to them later, right? I'll move to the 5th ingredient, which is the brown seaweed extract. Okay, it's derived from a special type of seaweed, right? Which is called the Ascophilium nodosum. Okay, you can Google them for more information, but I just want to tell you that, right, they are packed with carotenoid, okay, which is a strong antioxidant, and it also contains many different types of minerals, especially potassium and magnesium and zinc, right? All of these will help to balance the hormone, and it helps to remove the heavy metals from the body. And it is also a fat blocker, right? Because it blocks the conversion of your fat cell into adipose tissue, okay? And it also supports joint and stability and health, right? It's good for your knees, good for your elbows, right? And most importantly, it's a slimming. If you want to really highlight this ingredient, you can tilt it towards weight management. Yes, you're right, weight management. Okay, and finally, the final ingredients of DYNACE Rocenta is what we call the ashwagandha root extract. Okay, some of you might not be familiar with ashwagandha, but it's a very powerful herbal extract in the Ayurvedic. It's an Indian traditional medicine. All right, it's also known as the ginseng of India. All right, in China we have the regular ginseng. So ashwagandha plays the same function as the ginseng from China. All right, so it basically it boosts fertility, all right? It increases the testosterone level in men. It helps to relieve stress, reduce anxiety. So if you really want to position this product, it actually helps to give you a good quality sleep, okay? Because it has the ability to reduce anxiety, the ability to relieve stress, all right? So that you can have a good night's sleep, okay? And it also helps with blood sugar. So again, in sync with the beta melon extract that we have. Of course, it also helps to lower cholesterol, right? Which again, in sync with our brown seaweed extract function, right? As you can see, all the ingredients that we have here, they are actually supplementing each other. And some of them, even though it seems like they have redundant functions, okay, but it's actually to supplement each other, to give a synergizing effect, all right, so that you get double the impact and in a shorter amount of time. So you see good results very quickly, all right? So, and of course, besides these 6 main ingredients, okay, we also have many types of other goodness, all right, which I'm not going to mention each and one of them, all right? You can read it by yourself. This is quite straightforward, all right? Okay, and this is the most important slide of the whole presentation, all right? This is the major benefit of DYNACE Rocenta, all right? I take the effort and the liberty to summarize all of them, okay? So as you can see, this product is very, very versatile. It tackles each and every physiological and medical condition, all right? So I want you guys to read this, all right, and memorize it by heart, all right? So that when you're out talking to your clients, if they do not have time, you can simply pull out these slides, and this is this is pretty much what summarizes the whole product, okay, the benefit of DYNACE Rocenta. So that's it. Thank you so much, guys, for your time. All right, I think I rushed it a bit, but then I think I've covered all I need to cover. So I'll pass the floor back to the host, and I'll get ready for the Q&A session. Thank you so much, guys.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Simon. God bless you so much. Please, let's get to the chat section and celebrate him for this time. Let's get to the chat section. Wow, let's get to the chat section. Let's get emoji fire, fire, fire. Let's get emoji fire, fire, fire. Congratulations for this, sir. We appreciate you so much, sir. Thank you. Get the emoji, everyone. Oh, thank you very much. While we're waiting for questions, let's get your questions. We are not going to take much questions. I know our notepads are filled up. You see the way he summarized everything in a nutshell. You get to understand it better, and the ingredients, components of the product. Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Let's take questions right now. I don't know. We're going to get to. Let's see hands. I see a couple of hands raised. So let's not waste much time. Let's go to the question immediately. We're going to take just 5 questions. Please, I want to beg us all. How many, sir? How many questions?
Yeah, 5 questions is fine. 5 is fine. I think
okay. We see we have a whole lot of hands, but we can't take all questions. We only take 5 questions. I want to beg you, please, limit your questions to the products. Limit your questions to the products only. If you go beyond the question, I'm not going to take that question. So let me first unmute Billionaires Christian. Billionaires Christian, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Billionaire Christian, you have the floor. Okay, he or she is shy. Let's take Michael Ebere. Unmute yourself and ask your question. Please make it short.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. And I believe everyone else can hear you as well.
Okay, my name is Michael Ebere. a full member of DYNACE Global. My question goes like this. I want to know if the DYNACE Rocenta cures diabetes, because he said that it lowers blood sugar. Is it that it eradicates blood sugar, diabetes, or it takes control of the blood sugar, not eradicating the blood sugar in one system? So that's my question. Does it eradicate diabetes or blood sugar in the system, or it lowers it? Because those are the questions people ask outside. Does it eradicate it or it lowers the blood sugar? Thank you.
Okay. Questions got received. I don't know, Mr. Simon, do you want to take the question or you want to collect the questions all together? Then you answer them one after another.
Let's do one by one, right, so I don't confuse myself.
All right.
That is a good question, Michael. Right? Because I have been asked many times. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you. I don't want to mislead you. All right. You see, diabetes is what we call a metabolic syndrome disease. All right. So it doesn't happen overnight. So the thing is, even in today's advancement in terms of modern medicine, there is no way to eradicate or to completely treat diabetes. So what we can do is we can only control the symptoms, all right? We can only control the amount of insulin we have in our body, or we can control the function of pancreas in our body. So DYNACE Rocenta is not a medicine, all right? Let me be very clear, all right? But it does have ingredients that help to regulate, right, the blood sugar. I'm not asking you to stop your medication. If you are on anti-diabetes medication, if you're on insulin injection, please continue to take as per instruction of your doctors. And you take DYNACE Rocenta. On top of it, you will see miracles, all right? You'll see miraculous effect. You take both together, all right? It's going to enhance the functions of your medicine. It's going to make the insulin works better in your system. And when everything is in position, you'll realize that your sugar level will be well controlled. But you also have to watch what you eat, all right? Because, like what I said, if you have diabetes, it's going to follow you for life. Sorry to say that, but I just want to be extremely clear. I don't want to mislead, right, everyone in this Zoom meeting, right? It's not a cure, but it will help, right, to lower the sugar level and to help to make all right, your body more responsive, all right, to the insulin and the sugar, right, that your body is consuming daily from the food.
All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mike, I want to believe your question is answered. Okay. We have Sistus Okechukwu. Please unmute yourself and ask your question, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, our general manager for that wonderful session. All right. Assuming I'm presenting to a team or a league of medical experts, and I'm going to present about DYNACE Rocenta to them. I'm not expecting.
Can you be audible, please? Can you be audible?
All right. Can you hear me now?
Little bit better.
All right. Thank you. My question goes this way. I have a presentation with medical doctors and practicing pharmacists. I want to present DYNACE Rocenta to them. We do not expect me to tell them the functions of DYNACE Rocenta. We want me to tell them mode of action of the active ingredients on. I would like to know if there's a particular illness that the DYNACE Rocenta.
We are losing you in terms of volume. We can't hear you. Your volume is quite low. And I believe Mr. Simon is trained here to hear you, right?
Can you hear me now?
We can't hear you. We can't hear you, sir. Maybe you have to change your location and reconnect back, please. Okay. I have a question. question here. Someone just typed. His name is Lion Simon. Lion Sam. He said, "Can this help on stroke? Can this help on stroke patients?" I believe stroke is a very common. I wouldn't call it common, but with the way things are going in Africa and other neighboring countries, stroke is one of the diseases that once people get aging, it falls in. So can this help for stroke patients? Thank you, Simon.
Okay, sure. Alright, I'm sure you guys know what stroke is, alright? So, basically it depends on which part of the stroke happens, alright? If it happens, below your brain, alright? Sometimes you get immobility, right? If you get stroke in the brain sections, in the brain part, you might become permanently immobilized. Okay, so, and the reason why stroke happens is because there is a blockage in the blood vessels. Alright, the blockage is often caused by fat tissue that is combined together with calcium. We call it a calcified fat tissue. Alright, and when it gets too big, it will block the blood vessel, and when it's completely blocked, when there's no flow, there's no inflow of blood, the cell around the area will die. Alright, if it happens in the brain, you get a TIA, we call it transient ischemic attack, alright, and it may affect the ability to move your body. So the logical way to reverse or to slow down the stroke from happening is to remove this calcified fat that is circulating in the blood, especially in the blood vessel, right? So as you can see, there are two ingredients, alright, in DYNACE Rocenta that will help, alright, with fat metabolism. The first one is what we mentioned just now, the brown seaweed extract, and followed by the ashwagandha root extract as well. So these two ingredients, alright, will help to break down the fat tissue that is circulating in the blood vessel. Alright, again, I want to reiterate this, alright, that this is not a medicine, alright, it's a supplement, alright. If the patient is at high risk, okay, of a stroke, so if he is taking the medication, please continue to take the medication as per instruction of a doctor, alright, and then the patients can take DYNACE Rocenta, alright, to help to break down the tissues, right, the calcified fat tissues, right, in order to reverse or to slow down the occurrence of stroke. Right?
All right, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. I think the answer is very clear. And like what Mr. Simon just said, let's understand that this is not a medicine, it's a supplement. Hope I'm right, sir. It's not a medicine, it's a supplement. Do not tell your patients to discontinue the product given to them by the doctor. Okay? The fact that then medicines and of course get treatment. Hope I'm right, Mr. Simon. Okay, I'm going to take the fourth question from Step X. Please unmute yourself and ask your question, sir. Step X, unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Such a wonderful presentation from DYNACE Global from Mr. Simon, and I really want to comment as a medical personnel. I really want to commend this product. I've never imagined that such an innovation would be put into place. So a wonderful commendation to the team for coming up with such a wonderful innovation like this. Okay, my question is with regards to the NMN, so the nicotinamide mononucleotide, sir. What is the milligram in a dosage in the product, sir? The milligram of the nicotinamide mononucleotide, sir. Thank you, sir. And someone is also asking a question in the group. I just want to read out the question just in line with this. I believe the answer should be no, but will the product interact with other medications? That's a question someone is asking from the group. I just want to read it out loud so that it could also be answered as well. Thank you, sir.
Okay, the first part of the question is, what is the content, the milligram of NMN, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'll tell you what, I'll get the complete breakdown, alright, of all the ingredients, okay, with the percentage, all right, to the whole so that all of you can get a copy of that. All right? So that everybody will have a clear understanding and picture on the ingredients, all right, and the content of the ingredient in DYNACE Rocenta. Okay? And the second part of the question is there any interactions, okay, between DYNACE Rocenta and the medication that they are taking? The thing is, there are too many medications, right, if you want to put it in such a way. But then, unless you are on an immunosuppressant medication, for example, if you're taking anything to fight against HIV, right, or to fight against severe viral infection, or any kind of medication that suppresses your immune system, all right, you might want to consult with your doctor. And apart from that, I don't think there's any medication that has any direct interaction with that, because all these ingredients, all right, they have been studied, they have been tested, and they have been tried out on different combinations with different types of modern medicines, okay, and they are all safe to use together, right, except for the condition that I mentioned just now. If you are an immunocompromised patient, and if you're taking immunosuppressant medication or anything that is similar, then you might want to consult with your doctors for more information, because they know your condition better. Yes, I think I've covered the question.
Thank you so much, Mr. Simon. Thank you. Steph, I believe your question was answered correctly. Let's take, and we have Joy in Weru. Sorry if I pronounced your surname incorrectly. Please unmute yourself and speak. Joy.
Hello, sir.
We can hear you loud and clear. Hello, Joy. You have the floor. Hello, Joy. Are you there? I will try to unmute you. Unmute yourself and speak. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Like my question goes there. My daughter, in some time about 6-7 months ago, had a domestic accident and injured her spine. And around December, I started using STC. Before last month, I heard about this. I want to know, is there anything about spinal cord injury, maybe, or cure or treatment contained in this Rosetta placenta,
DYNACE Rocenta. Okay, Simon, if I make her question more clearer, he said the daughter encountered a domestic injury and she's having a spinal cord related issue. So our question is there any related issue that DYNACE Rocenta can handle, issue related to spinal cord problem? I believe that's your question, ma'am.
Yes, that's my question.
All right, thank you.
Right. Spinal cord damage is probably one of the very brutal injury, because, as you know, spinal cord doesn't regenerate itself, and I think this is probably one of the area that DYNACE Rocenta doesn't cover. I am so sorry. I want to be 100% honest and transparent with you. I think this is the area that DYNACE Rocenta probably won't be too helpful.
All right. Thank you very much. I think the question is answered. It's a very straight question. All right. We have just concluded with 5 questions. We've taken the 5 questions like we promised. And I believe we've had a very good presentation today. Thank you so much, Mr. Simon. I believe with subsequent time, we're going to be getting more of these trainings. I think I'm going to bring on board the Chief. Chief, are you there? Let me bring on board the Chief to talk to us. If Chief is available, please can you unmute yourself and speak to